Shalom. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem Kakadash. This is Matazah coming at you with another lesson. I'd like to give double honors to apostles and elders of GMS who pushed this word with truth and sincerity with 100% accuracy. I'd like to give thanks to all the teachers and prophets out there for pushing this word as well. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there. To you all, I'd like to say shalom. Today's lesson is going to be it's going to be about the nukes and their capability and this very weaponry, which we all today call the nukes, or nuclear weapons, or atomic bombs. They are devastating. They can do massive damage. I mean massive. I mean they can take lives upon lives in just one usage. And this very weapon is going to be used as the end all be all to destroy this kingdom that is before you today. And yeah, it's also prophesied in the Bible that this very weapon is the bow and arrow and the indignation of the Lord. This very weapon right here is the fire, the thing that will take down America and make it cease to exist. So I got a series of videos that give examples of what the nuclear bombs can do. And I'm going to give you some scriptures and so on and so forth. Let's get it cracking. Oh, and before I begin, fair use. I do not own nor do I want to use any of these clips or videos for monetary use. This is for educational purposes. I repeat, this is for educational purposes. Fair use.
Attention. We are now at DEFCON 1. Security lockdown.
Russian nukes in space.
The country recently tested a nuclear-capable hypersonic missile.
Hypersonic missiles and aircraft could be the future of warfare.
One of the most powerful nuclear weapons in the world is the B-83 nuclear bomb, the heavyweight of the U.S. arsenal. Weighing about 2,400 pounds or 1,100 kilograms and stretching 12 feet or 3.7 meters in length with a diameter of 18 inches or 46 centimeters, it's roughly the size of a small car. But within this imposing frame lies a force of unimaginable destruction. The B-83 is a gravity bomb, meaning it's dropped from an aircraft and relies solely on gravity to reach its target. No rockets or propulsion systems, just a free-falling descent. This might sound simple, but the devastation it can unleash is anything but. Carried by strategic bombers like the B-2 Spirit stealth bomber and the B-52 Stratofortress, the B-83 can be delivered deep into enemy territory. With a blast yield of up to 1.2 megatons of TNT, the B-83 is approximately 80 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima, which had a yield of about 15 kilotons. To put that into perspective, imagine the explosive energy of 1.2 million tons of TNT detonating in a single moment. But the B-83 isn't just about raw power. It's designed to penetrate underground bunkers, burrowing into the earth before detonating. As for how many of these weapons exist, while exact numbers are classified, experts estimate that there are about 650 B-83s, and it is thought there are about 200 B-83 bombs in active service. This number has decreased over the years due to arms reduction treaties and modernization efforts. In fact, there are plans to retire the B-83 altogether in favor of more advanced, lower-yield nuclear weapons. To grasp the true magnitude of the B-83's destructive power, imagine a single one detonated as an airburst over Beijing, China. The immediate fireball would engulf an area over 4 square kilometers or 1.5 square miles, vaporizing everything within its radius. Buildings would collapse within a 7.5 kilometer or 4.6 mile radius due to the intense blast pressure, flattening much of the city center. Windows would shatter up to 21 kilometers or 13 miles away, sending glass shards flying and causing injuries even in distant neighborhoods. The thermal radiation would cause third-degree burns to anyone within 13 kilometers or 8 miles, covering an area of over 500 square kilometers or over 200 square miles. In terms of human cost, such a detonation could result in an estimated 1.5 million immediate fatalities and over 3 million injuries, and that's just from a single B-83 bomb.
Now imagine that. Imagine what America's going to look like when there's more than just one bomb being dropped on it. Look at that and imagine America looking like that, but even worse. It being so many bombs hitting one or two areas so many times, you won't even see buildings standing. It'll just be flat on fire, just burning.
The United States operates about 76 B-52 Stratofortress bombers, which were once capable of carrying up to 8 B-83 nuclear bombs. However, by 2010, U.S. Strategic Command removed nuclear gravity bombs from the B-52's arsenal, as the aircraft was no longer considered capable of surviving modern air defenses. Today, only the U.S. fleet of 19 B-2 Spirit stealth bombers is tasked with delivering nuclear gravity bombs, including the B-83.
So if you want more information on these bombs, you can continue on by looking at this channel. You can subscribe to them if you want. It's all up to you. But yeah, you'll get more information on particular nukes and things. And we're gonna move on. And yeah.
Step 1 was the fires. Step 2 was the riots. Step 3.
Doomsday is here. A nuclear bomb has just unleashed hell right in front of your eyes. The land turns to ash and scatters in the wind in just moments. You have mere seconds to get to safety. But once that blast hits, how could...
And funny how, while I'm doing this video, you saw that ad. That's just the spirit. Like, that's hilarious, though. Yeah. America's just going down the drain. Like, it's circling down the drain so fast now. Like, eventually it's going to come to the point of what I'm talking about in this video.
the light burn your skin? Why should you never look at the explosion? And how can taking off your clothes save your life?
I won't recommend any of this. I'll just recommend just praying to the Lord, because you taking off your clothes won't save you from no damn radiation. Like, it's the radiation is going to just kill you. It's going to, yeah, you're not surviving this bomb if you're in, you know, within reach of this the radius of this bomb. And when this stuff kick off, there aren't going to be many health supplies or, you know, things to help you. So this is nonsense. Like, if the fire and shockwave and the debris from the bombs don't hit you and kill you, that radiation is going to get you, and that radiation is painful. It literally cooks your molecules. It cooks every cell in your body slowly. So yeah, it's better. It's better to die from the debris or from the shockwave than to suffer from the radiation that comes afterwards. That radiation is just oof.
This is What If, and here's what would happen if a nuke exploded near you. Once that missile launches, you can't escape what's coming next, but what are you facing? Well, 4 types of energy are about to be unleashed. First, a blast wave would rip through the landscape, knocking you around like a rag doll and destroying buildings. After that, brace yourself for intense light, followed by skin-melting heat and deadly radiation. Then, a hot bubble of gas will form a fireball that will vaporize everything inside it. All that dust debris will shoot up into the air,
That what you just saw with the person disintegrating, that is biblical prophecy. That has happened at Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and it's going to happen to Americans when those bombs drop. That is in the Bible. Like literally, I will show it.
creating the iconic mushroom cloud. Even if you somehow survived this nightmare, why would your life never be the same again? So far, only one nation has used a nuclear bomb against its enemy. The first of the 2 bombs dropped on Japan by the United States during World War II, Little Boy, decimated Hiroshima. It had the strength of 15 kilotons of TNT. But that's nothing compared to what nuclear weapons are packing today. The most powerful is 80 times stronger than what hit Hiroshima. Now, while that would be devastating and level everything for miles.
Now imagine thousands upon thousands, 100,000s of those hitting America, and that is prophesied. Hundreds upon 100,000. Many missiles are going to hit this place. I'm just going to put it plain and simple. It's going to be so many missiles. America is not going to be America. It's just going to be a last man of waste. You're not going to be able to identify America when the Lord is done with it. When all them nations set off all those missiles to come over here, you're not going to be able to identify this land anymore.
It wouldn't make our planet a nuclear wasteland. You, on the other hand, well, you wouldn't be so lucky. If you happened to be in the blast vicinity, your days would be numbered. Remember that intense bright light? Yeah, well, that flash is strong enough to burn your skin off. These intense flash burns can be fatal, and they killed 50% of the people who died in Japan. And here's hoping you didn't stare directly into that blast, because this devastating light would oversaturate your retinal pigments and leave you blind. Flash blindness can go away after 2 minutes if the explosion happens during the day, but at night, you could be blinded for much longer. And if you weren't sheltered, you may not survive what's coming next. In just a fraction of a second, the nuclear fireball would expand out like a balloon rising into the sky. The heat from that fireball would send out a blast wave that would rip you and the ground under you apart. If you didn't make it indoors before the blast, the supersonic wave might kill you by ripping off your skin or sending you flying through the air. Then, a violent burst of thermal radiation would be released and head right toward you. And unfortunately for you, it's only going to get worse. Next, a second pulse would hit, lasting a few seconds this time. This wave would carry 99% of the total thermal radiation from the nuke. You could be 8 kilometers away and still suffer first-degree burns from this detonation. And all that would happen in a matter of moments. Then resulting mushroom cloud would tower above everything. So, what would you do now? Well, even if you only...
So if you wish to continue this, you can see it on the screen. What if? And it's not going to be a what if. This is going to be a reality. So, let's get some scriptures. I'm going to start at Malachi 4. And I'm gonna start at 4:1. But in the last days it shall come to pass that the mountain of the house of Yahweh shall be established in the top of the mountains, and it shall be exalted above the hills, and the people shall flow unto it. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Wait, hold on. Let's go to Salakia. Let's go to Zechariah 14:12. Zechariah 14:12. And this shall be the plague where Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. Their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Now, remember when I was talking about that clip that was in that little piece I show you where the man and the woman were embracing, and then the fire and the shockwave came and burnt their face, and you saw the skeleton and everything, and it just burnt them away. That's what this is talking about. That it is that fire and that heat and that radiation is going to be so hot that the eyes, the flesh, the sinew, the bone, everything is going to be cooked, and it's going, as it go past the person, it just burns everything. This is what Zechariah 14:12 talking about. And let's go to Isaiah 34. And we're gonna start at 2. For the indignation of Yahweh is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He hath utterly destroyed them. He hath delivered them to the slaughter. Their slain also be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with their blood. And all the hosts of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Now what that's talking about right there is talking about that mushroom cloud. When that bomb hit, it's going to expand, blow everything, and burn everything away. That's where you see that shock wave, and then you see the cloud of fire and dust and debris reach the heavens, and it looks like a big mushroom. That's what that scroll's talking about. That's what it's talking about when it say gather as a scroll. It's rising up, and it's becoming a big mushroom cloud. And all of their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. So you're gonna be seeing a lot of bombs just boom, 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 boom. You're gonna see a whole bunch of mushroom clouds just rising up from out of America, and wherever the bombs hit, you're just gonna be seeing that, and that's what that's talking about in verse 4. So there are various scriptures in the Bible that talk about the nuclear bombs that will take place in those times that we are approaching. It's various scriptures. I'm gonna do another video, a continuation of this video with the other scriptures in it. But these weapons are devastating. They can destroy nations. Like, they can literally, I showed you proof and video. Like, just a few megatons. A few megatons can destroy a whole city. 100 megatons can destroy a whole nation. And just imagine, these other nations have hundreds, they have thousands of these things. So imagine when they because they are gonna do it. Imagine when they shoot all those missiles all the way over here to America. What do you think America's gonna look like when it's done? What do you think America's gonna look like when it's happening? It's the elect that are gonna be beamed up with the world ignorantly calls UFOs. When the elect are beamed up and they're on the ship, they're going to be looking down at this, and they're going to be seeing this blaze. They're going to see America in a blaze, being flattened, being burnt, being cooked. They're going to be seeing people being literally roasted, sauteed on the pavement. They're going to be seeing standing crispy skeleton statues of pillar of salt and dust. They're going to be seeing all this, and it's going to be on full display, and the hopeful elect are going to be enjoy. They're gonna be happy that they're not gonna be taking part of that. They're just gonna be watching, and they're gonna be thanking and blessing Yahweh Yahweh Shah. These are the nukes that will be consuming America. This is the power that will consume America. This is a devastating weapon that all of these nations have, even America. Can you honestly say you can survive this without the help of Yahweh Yahweh Shah? The Lord Yahweh Shah is the only way to escape what's coming. Call Halayim La, Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem Kakadash. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect out there. To you all, Shalom.